What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Kind of a different video today. This is going to be one of those videos that isn't really going to have much, but apart from just talking about a couple things. Um, if you guys want me to do these type of videos in the future, by all means, let me know by leaving a like. And if you are new and this is your first time finding my channel, or if you happen to be coming over from a dead game right now and you guys are looking for a new game to play tons of games on the channel, especially Paladins. So if you guys want to learn about Paladins and stick beside me in this journey, then by all means subscribe. Would really appreciate it. And as long as you share the video as well, that'd be really helpful. Kind of just going to be talking about how pretty much like with Overwatch right now. Like Overwatch right now is in the absolute dumps. I think it's the worst I think it's ever been. Like it is really bad. Like we're going to it's not really going to be one of those comparison type videos, but we're going to be talking about a number of games in this and kind of the reasons why Overwatch right now is fucking garbage. There are plenty of reasons. I think the main reason right now Overwatch right now is so bad. Like the game has never been this bad. I've had people that have been playing the game for like 4 or 5 years, and they've told me like this game it's never been this bad. The last content update the game has gotten was Echo, which was about 2 years ago now. The game has not gotten any content update apart from shitty skins, which aren't really new content. That's not new content. New content is new maps, new heroes, and like ranked updates, new ranked modes, new game modes. We've got nothing. Overwatch has had nothing. And it's really sad. I mean, I guess we had a new TDM map, like a team all for all, like a free for all death match map. But that nobody who in their right mind plays deathmatch unless you're just sitting and waiting for a queue timer when you're actually in queue, and you're playing that between matches, just as in your free time while you're waiting for a game. Who actually plays deathmatch, and why does that map even matter? I mean, I guess you could say, oh yeah, we had a different map. We had a new map. We had a new map, bro. That's even been like almost 8 to 9 months ago now. That's when that map was added. I don't know. There's a bunch of other shit too. Like right now, the game is also in the shit. Like people are leaving the game, and I don't blame you guys. Another reason why people are leaving the game right now is just purely based off of all the recent lawsuits and all the allegations and all the stuff going on with Blizzard as a franchise and as a company. I think Diablo is also affiliated with them. They also make Diablo alongside Overwatch. There's a few other games too. I think League of Legends. I'm not sure if that's Activision. There's some other games too that are alongside that are related to it but aren't actually by Blizzard. I don't know. I only play Overwatch. I don't play any of the other ones. Some of you guys will probably know, but like that doesn't help it either. That's one reason why like the game is absolute shit. Like who wants to play a game when like the devs themselves seem like they don't even care about the game and they're doing this type of shit like behind everybody's back? Like why do you guys think Jeff Kaplan left? The guy is probably the smartest guy on earth. He knew shit was going to hit the fan and he stepped down about 6 to 7 months before it happened. Right now is when it's all going down. Everything's going down. You got constant allegations. There's an entire lawsuit going on. I'm not going to talk about it, what it is specifically. You guys probably know what it is. You guys probably know what it is. If you guys have not been living under a rock, the only way you haven't heard about it is if you're living under a rock. But tons of stuff like that. Like the only other shit we've been getting for the game is balance changes, which really don't do anything. The game is so poorly balanced right now that it's not even funny. If you think Overwatch right now is balanced, then you I don't know what game you're playing. What game are you playing? The game is in such a bad balance state constantly. They keep throwing out random updates for balance. I feel like the only reason they actually do it is they actually have like a small meeting and they all take turns throwing darts at the dartboard and have pictures of all the heroes' faces on there. And whoever they have like 4 or 5 darts per balance patch, and they throw them all out, and whoever it lands on, they'll give a random buff or a random nerf to, or like a quality of life change. It makes zero sense at all. Look at this last patch too, the most recent one. Like, why did Doomfist need to be buffed? Why did it need to buff Doomfist? The only thing that made sense out of this current balance update was the Roadhog change, where he grants 25% decreased ultimate charge rate if you damage him and you fire at him and you shoot him. That's the only change that really made sense. There was some other stuff that's fine, whatever, but that's the only one that legit purely made sense. And it still doesn't do anything. The game is so far beyond like these balance patches. Like, I think the entire game just needs an entire rework. And until Overwatch 2 hits, which right now they're talking not until mid 2023 is when we're going to be getting Overwatch 2. We have no updates. We have no clarification from the devs. That's another problem. Like, there's legit nothing. Like, we have nothing about the next game. Like, that there's a report going around now that the game's actually delayed again with COVID and all the other lawsuits and everything that's going on. Overwatch 2 is now slated to release not even next year. It's 2023. If that is the case, Overwatch as a franchise will be dead. Like, the gaming market right now and the entire gaming pool and like for games right now is so much different than it was a couple years ago. They can get away with that a couple years ago when not putting out that much stuff. Like, we're in the current climate where you have games like Fortnite that legit have a new content patch and add something new to the game almost every week, if not every other week. You have something new being added to the game. You have Apex Legends that has, I think 2-month seasons. Brand new Legends. They have 3 maps constantly rotating. They're adding big new changes to the map. Call of Duty Warzone, which may not be the best right now either, but it's sure a lot better than Overwatch. The game right now it's really bad. Like, and not to mention the Overwatch League. If you guys don't know either, the Overwatch League lost a bunch of sponsors. I think it lost State Farm, Sprint, T-Mobile. I think there was some phone company they lost as well. Like, they lost a bunch of sponsors now. The Overwatch League, like, how many of you guys actually watch the Overwatch League to begin with? How many of you guys legit go out of your way to watch the Overwatch League to begin with? Like, it's trash. The Overwatch League is pretty much a joke. It's legit a joke. I don't know. Like, there's just a bunch of stuff like released right now. Like, they lost a bunch of sponsors. They are never gonna come back. The Overwatch League right now, until Overwatch 2, it's done. The game, it is legit done. There's not gonna be another Overwatch League. And if there is, it's gonna be with a bunch of absolute noobs, and it's not gonna be entertaining at all. They have no money to pay anybody now. That's the problem. They have zero money to pay anybody. There's also a bunch of other shit too, like, I don't know. Like, you look at it like 3 or 4 years ago, the game was the absolute shit. Like, 3 or 4 years ago, the game was like in the best it was ever been. Like, you compare it to right now, it's not even close. Not even close. Like, there's, at least from a content creator standpoint, like, the reason why nobody wants to stream Overwatch right now is because the game is so bad. Ranked has no incentive for you to play it, and it's the only thing that actually makes you play the game. There's no reason to play casuals. There's no reason to play events. The events are trash. The recent skins lately we've been getting, some skins are like average, but the majority of the cosmetics and the shit they've been putting into the game over the last couple in-game events have been absolute god-awful, and it looks like they were just lazy and just like thrown together in like 20 minutes and just shoved out for an update because that's the only thing they're really working on. They don't have anything else planned. It's like the absolute shit on the back burner that you just put out and just say, oh, well, we need something to put out. We need something to put out. Let's make this shitty looking Junkrat skin that looks like he legit fell out of a bucket of ice cream, and we'll throw that right into the game. Yeah, they'll like that. They'll like that. I don't know. Lot of problems. I don't know, like, even from a content creator standpoint, like, there's just no reason, at least for me. Like, I used to stream the game like a decent amount. Those of you guys that have been over here on the channel for a long time, like I've used to stream the game for a long amount of time and quite frequently, even like 3 months ago, like ever since like 3 to 5 months ago, I've been streaming the game less and less. I'm done streaming the game. I am not streaming Overwatch anymore. The game is dead. There is no reason for me to stream Overwatch right now when I can just stream anything else. I can stream Apex Legends, I can stream Paladins, I can stream Smite. I could probably stream fucking Roblox and have more viewers than playing Overwatch and streaming that. Like, that's how bad the game is right now. And why do you think a lot of the streamers right now aren't streaming it either? It's because there's no reason to. There is no reason. They're better off just streaming anything else and doing better streaming anything else than streaming Overwatch right now. And that's also why a lot of other, like, bigger creators are looking for new games to play. You see him going to Fortnite, going back to Fortnite. You see people picking up Apex Legends. You see people going and doing these other games. Splitgate's a new one. Everybody's looking at Splitgate right now. It's probably the game that's with like the most popularity and the biggest spike of popularity out of a lot of the games. Like even Paladins. Like a lot of people from Overwatch are going to Paladins. Especially the players. Like if you guys are looking for a great game to play, I think Paladins is one of those games. It's definitely in consideration, especially over Overwatch right now. And we're going to talk about why I think Paladins right now is probably the best it's ever been. There's plenty more upside to playing Paladins right now. And if you guys are looking for something really similar that's not really as different in Overwatch, but still pretty much an entirely different game by itself, that's what Paladins is right now. Then you have stuff like Apex Legends, probably the best battle royale game that there currently is. And then you have Fortnite, which is mainly for your younger audience, whatever. If you're around that age range, you'll probably enjoy it a lot more. You look at Paladins, let's talk about Paladins for a little bit. Like, you look at Paladins right now. I think right now, I've been playing Paladins. I have almost 5,000 hours into Paladins. I have, I think, 4,900 or something hours. Something crazy. Like, I stream the game, almost every single night. I make videos, every day there's been a new video up over the past couple months. The game right now is probably the best it's ever been. We can complain, it's not as polished as Overwatch. There's going to be some Overwatch stands. Oh, well, Paladins, when I gave it a try, it was nothing but a buggy piece of shit. Yeah, the reason why... And the reason why that is because you have to pay $60 for Overwatch. Paladins is free to play, and it's the better game right now. If you guys are looking for a new game and it's something really similar to Overwatch, I think you got a couple options. Warzone, Apex, and then Paladins. And then maybe a few other things like Fortnite and maybe Splitgate. I don't know, whatever, Minecraft. If you're that age range and you're interested in Minecraft and whatever, but I don't know. The game isn't as polished as Overwatch. Yeah, every single game has bugs. Every single game has bugs. Even Overwatch has some bugs. They're just a lot more difficult to see and find. That's the problem. Every game has bugs. They're all different. There's all different types of bugs, whatever. You're playing a free-to-play game. Overwatch costs you $60 to play. If you're playing on, I think, PC. At least for me, it was $40. I got on sale when it first released onto the Switch, so I didn't have to pay $60. And we'll see how it goes. I might actually end up wanting a fucking refund for how bad it's been recently, because it's just been a waste of time. But I don't know. It's definitely not as polished. That's one thing everybody's gonna bring up. The game is not as polished, but it's a million times more fun. It's a million times more fun than Overwatch. I guarantee if people that are looking from Overwatch and looking for a new game to play that actually has updates. Yeah, it boggles your mind, guys. I know. Paladins actually has updates. We're actually currently, when I'm recording this video, we're having teasers for a new champion. And next week, Wednesday, we're going to have an update show for the next update. I know it's crazy, y'all. I know you guys aren't used to updates, and the last update that you actually got was around about 2 years ago that actually mattered to the game. Apart from a shitty balance patch that does nothing but ruin the game more. I know it sounds crazy, it really does, but Paladins actually has consistent updates, and it's actually fun to the point where you can actually enjoy the game between updates too, because there's enough content and enough playability on the game to actually make it matter. That's one thing Paladins has over Overwatch right now. There's a lot of other things too. Like each game has its own problems. I could sit here probably for another 25 minutes and going over every specific problem with each game. Like every game is not perfect. There is not a single perfect game on the market right now or in the world right now. Every single game is going to have bugs. Every single game is going to have issues. Like every game has problems. Like even Apex Legends, like these top games, there's not a single perfect game. There's always something that can be improved, something that can be changed, something that can be fixed. Like there's always something. There is not a single like 100% perfect game. And if you're expecting that, then it's not the game for you. Like the same thing even with like Apex and stuff. Like if you're expecting like a perfect game, even Apex ain't for you. Like Apex has some problems, but it's not perfect, but it's damn near really good compared to a lot of the other shit right now. I don't know. And you compare Paladins to Overwatch too. When was the last time Overwatch devs were actually transparent with the community? If they actually gave a shit about the game, they would tell us when Overwatch 2 was slated to be released. The only thing we're actually seeing is them postponing it and them getting themselves in trouble with a bunch of politics behind the scenes. That's the only thing we're seeing. If the devs actually gave a shit about the game, they'd be more transparent with the community. Paladins has that. Paladins has that. The devs give a shit about the game and they actually are transparent with the community. They give us updates. They give us pretty much input on the game. They give us surveys. They give us input. Like they throw balance. If you guys follow a lot of the devs on Twitter, they give us balance changes and they allow us to give our opinion on balance changes before they go to the live game sometimes. Like we got teasers, we got like stuff like that. Like there's a whole handful of stuff that we do get like input on. Not to mention the entire assembly of champions, which with how minimal they really do to the game and how useless they pretty much are. I don't know how like at least half the people on the assembly of champions shouldn't really even be there. If I'm being completely honest, that's an entirely different video. And the only reason they actually are there is just to boost their own numbers and like kind of just take a following for themselves. Not really with the best intent to actually improve the game. That's an entirely different video, but it's there. The assembly champions at the ground up is there to help improve the game, and that's kind of what it is. Overwatch doesn't have that. Overwatch just has the devs. They don't have nothing with the community. They have nobody in the between to relay stuff to the devs and from the community. That's kind of the AOC's job. Take stuff and opinions of the community and relay it to the devs and like make an entire list of stuff to tell the devs and have them consider stuff changing stuff, balance changes, future content, stuff like that. I don't know. Like they even try to improve the game. Like right now, Paladins right now is probably the best it's ever been. Like hands down. And I've been playing the game for like 4 years now. It's the best it's ever been. Like there's some balance that's currently like questionable, but we're getting a new patch here in a month anyways. And they've already said they're going to be taking a look at all the balance currently, and they're going to be making a decent amount of balance changes. Like we just had a new champion released, Ray got released, a brand new support. We're getting a new champion here, like in about a month release, and we got an update show next week. We're getting teasers as I speak every single day now. We're getting teasers for a new champion, a new event pass, a bunch of new skins. We're getting a brand new visual reworked, I think Stone Keep, it seems, at least from the teasers. Like we're getting a bunch of stuff. So Overwatch at least hasn't had that in 2 years. So if you guys like games that actually have updates and actually give a shit about the players, I think Paladins over Overwatch is definitely what you want to see about that. Like, even the game is really fun. The game is way more fun than Overwatch. I don't understand where people come from with the Overwatch being way funner than Paladins. Like, I don't understand. Like, yeah, if you want to play a specific hero, then that's fine. But there's just so much more creativity and so much more playability with Paladins. the loadout system, you got talents. You're not forced to sit and have to switch off a hero every time just to counter somebody. Once you pick somebody, you're locked in for the entire game. There's no going back to spawn and then like regretting your decision and then just switching off like a wuss because you didn't know what to play and you picked badly. There's none of that. There's none of that in this game, which makes it way better. I feel like it just gives more diversity to the game. Allows you to pick comps and allows you to build team comps a lot cooler and a lot more cool, and like gives you like, I don't know, stuff like that you can actually put together. Like you see a lot more unique team comps without having to worry about switching off. You really do. Like with Overwatch, you're not worried about what you pick because you can, if they pick and you want something to counter draft them, you can just go right back into spawn and switch to something that counter drafts them anyways, and then do well, and you can just play the ring around the rosy the entire game. With them switching off, trying to counter you, and then you running to spawn and trying to counter them, whatever. Like that's kind of where it is. That's kind of what it is right now. I don't know, if Overwatch is fucking dead. Like that, the pretty much the main thing of this video is I'm done streaming Overwatch, and those are some of the reasons right now that Overwatch is dead. Will Overwatch ever recover? I have no clue, and they probably won't. If I'm being honest, they probably won't. Like until Overwatch 2, which like I said, right now it's also being reported that it's not going to be released until 2023. I don't know. I don't think they can recover. Like, if it keeps going the way it's going, they're not going to be doing really well. Apart from that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Not really much on screen, kind of just one of those more rant videos. If you guys like these type of videos, let me know in the comments down below by leaving a like, sharing the video. If there's anything you want to say, I know there's some probably Overwatch stands that are watching the video. Like, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Like, you guys know I'm right. Like, everything in this video is legit backed up with like evidence or proof, or like, I wouldn't really say like the allegations are, because I don't really want to admit to anything like that. Like, it's all alleged. Nothing with that is proven, but everything else, like, look at the game. The game hasn't been updated in 2 years. Like, come on. Same with the Overwatch League. Like that, they lost sponsors. You can find that how they actually lost sponsors. Like, go look at their page. They lost sponsors. They can't pay their pro players now. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed, let me know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If this video does well, I'll do more videos like this in the future. If not, we'll see how it goes. But I kind of just wanted to make a video ranting on Overwatch. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while already. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yeah, pretty much the gist. Done streaming Overwatch. Done with Overwatch until Overwatch 2, whenever that may be. Done with the game. Doesn't mean I'm done playing it. I will play it once in a while, but overall, the game's garbage right now, and it's pretty much absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. Look at the player numbers. Look at everything right now. It's all down. Especially for content creators. It's just a waste of my time. Apart from that, peace out, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a future video.